The Brainwaves Cohort Study. Participant Information Sheet. Central University Research Ethics Committee Approval Reference, R91383RE005. Introductory Paragraph. Brainwaves is a new registered charity, number 1213437, in England and Wales, created to lead a project about mental health and well-being. Brainwaves is run by the University of Oxford, in partnership with Swansea University and The Day, a digital publisher for schools. Brainwaves aims to investigate young people's mental health in order to improve the quality of scientific knowledge surrounding this research area and assist young people with the management of their mental health challenges. We are inviting you to take part in a cohort study, which will consist of annual online questionnaires to help us learn more about young people's mental health and well-being. In addition, we will send you occasional study updates as the study progresses. We may also invite you to take part in other brainwave studies, but for these we won't contact you more than twice a year. Before you decide whether to take part in this study, it is important for you to understand why the research is being done and what it will involve. Please take time to listen to the following information carefully and discuss it with others if you wish. You are welcome to contact a member of the research team. Please see details below if there is anything that is not clear or if you would like more information. Note that all questionnaire data will be pseudonymized. This means that data will be labeled with a code instead of your personal details, and a linkage key will be stored separately on secure servers, and your school will not be able to match you with your questionnaire responses. Why is this research being conducted? To help us understand how best to promote mental health and well-being in young people. To provide researchers with in-depth knowledge on young people's mental health. To inform the development of interventions to promote good mental health. To inform the development of teaching materials that support good mental health. Why have I been invited to take part? You have been invited to take part in this questionnaire because your school is participating in the Brainwaves project. Your school has been invited to support Brainwaves as we need a wide selection of schools if the study is to be helpful to a wide range of young people. All students in Year 12 and 13 who are at least 16 years old are being asked to participate. Do I have to take part? No, you do not have to take part if you don't want to. If you do decide to take part and then change your mind, you can stop taking part at any time without giving a reason. What will happen to me if I take part in the research? We'll ask you to create a login using your personal email address so that we are able to recontact you, and complete an online questionnaire about your mental health and well-being annually. We will also ask you to provide your mobile phone number as a backup contact method. You will be allocated approximately 40 minutes in total to answer this questionnaire, but it does not matter if you don't quite finish. The questionnaire will ask you about the following topics: mental health, well-being, lifestyle, including substance use, self-harm and eating behavior, cognition, thinking processes, health, adversity you may have experienced, such as maltreatment and abuse, social relationships, including sexual and romantic relationships. What are the possible disadvantages and risks in taking part? Some of the questions may be sensitive or distressing, but we ask about these topics because we know from previous research that difficult life experiences such as maltreatment or discrimination affect mental health in young people. You always have the option to not answer questions or sections if you do not want to. If you are upset or concerned about any of the questionnaire questions, we encourage you to reach out to a trusted adult at home, at school, or elsewhere. We provide some links to online resources at the end of the questionnaire. You will also be provided with the option to request to be contacted by someone about some of the questions. When contacted, you will be given some options to choose from to receive further support, including a referral letter to take to your GP, an initial phone call with a chartered psychologist, a member of the Brainwaves team, further online self-help materials, or referral to your school safeguarding lead. We will contact you within 5 working days of you requesting support, and we will make 3 attempts to reach you. Are there any benefits in taking part? Being part of Brainwaves is something that helps others. You will be giving your time and data to help researchers make discoveries about young people's mental health and well-being, and to develop better ways of supporting young people in their journey to adulthood. Expenses and payments. There will be no payment for taking part in this research. What information will be collected and why is this information relevant to the study? Data processing and storage are fully automated through trusted online research platforms at Swansea University. We will collect the following data. Consent forms. Why? To learn about who does and does not give consent to take part in research. For how long? Indefinitely, so that we can always demonstrate participants' consent to take part in the research. Who will have access? System administrators, information compliance teams, auditing firms, and the Brainwave study team members. Consent forms will not be shared outside of the study. Identifiable information, such as your contact details and education records. Why? To link your responses over time as part of the wider Brainwave study. We also ask for your school linking number to be able to link to attendance data from your school, in order to gather valuable information about how these aspects may be related. For how long? For the duration of the study, at least 10 years, unless you ask us to remove them. Who will have access? Only system administrators at Swansea University will have access to these, for the purposes of linking your responses. Researchers will not have access to these. Contact details. Why? To be able to recontact you for future phases of the Brainwave study. For how long? For the duration of the study, at least 10 years, unless you ask us to remove them. Who will have access? The Brainwave study team will have access to these details, but we will not share them beyond the study without your permission, including with your school. Questionnaire data, including data on your basic demographics, e.g., gender, age, and health and well-being, see Section 5. Why? To explore key issues and trends in youth mental health and well-being. For how long? Data will be kept in pseudonymized form, i.e., without your name or email, indefinitely so that we can continue to learn from them. Who will have access? The Brainwave study team and approved researchers will have access to your pseudonymized questionnaire data. As the DAE is only responsible for recruiting participants, they will not act as data processors and therefore will not have any access to the data. If you want your questionnaire data to be deleted from our platform, you can contact the team at brainwaves at psych.ox.ac.uk with your request. Please note that data cannot be removed from analyses that are completed or underway. Will the research be published? Could I be identified from any publications or other research outputs? Findings from the research will be used exclusively for research purposes and may be published in academic publications, conference presentations, and summaries for students, schools, and the general public. All findings are screened to ensure that individuals are not identifiable. Data protection. The University of Oxford is the data controller with respect to your personal data, and as such will determine how your personal data is used in the research. The university will process your personal data for the purpose of the research outlined above. Research is a task that is performed in the public interest. Further information about your rights with respect to your personal data is available from the university's information compliance website at https://compliance.admin.oxac.uk/individual-rights. Who is funding the research? This study is funded through philanthropic, donated, support to the Brainwaves project. Who has reviewed this research? This research has received ethics approval from a subcommittee of the University of Oxford Central University Research Ethics Committee. Ethics reference, R91383RE005. Who do I contact if I have a concern about the research or I wish to complain? If you have a concern about any aspect of this research, please contact the Brainwaves team at the University of Oxford, brainwaves at psych.ox.ac.uk, or Professor John Gallagher, john.gallagher@psych.ox.ac.uk, and we will do our best to answer your query. We will acknowledge your concern within 10 working days and give you an indication of how it will be dealt with. If you remain unhappy or wish to make a formal complaint, please contact the University of Oxford Research Governance, Ethics and Assurance, RGEA, team at rgea.complaints@admin.ox.ac.uk or on 01865 616480. Further information and contact details. If you would like to discuss the research with someone beforehand, or if you have questions afterwards, please contact Professor John Gallagher. Department of Psychiatry, Warnford Lane, Oxford OX3, 7JX. University Tel, 01865 618223. Email, brainwaves@psych.ox.ac.uk.